Triply EDC here, back again with another knife video. This is the Boost Blade Smoke. I am again without my camera stand, so sorry if this is going to be a little shaky, but please bear with me. So this is a front flipper, and you can see the action that it has. It has very smooth action. Sorry, my hand was on the lock bar. You can see the action better when my hand's not on the lock bar. There you go, it just drops shut. Fantastic front flipper. This thing is amazing. So why am I getting rid of it? Well, I have a couple of reasons why, most of which is not about the knife, but about my preferences. And some of them also are what I'm getting in return. So I'm getting a VDK Impaler in return. It's one of the semi-customs, and it's trade for these two knives. I'll do a separate video on this one. But that is what I'm trading for it, and I'm looking forward to receiving that. But this is an excellent knife. I just don't carry it as much as I really want to, because my preferences are for a larger, more fuller knife. Now, this is by no means a small knife. It's thin. It's definitely, and I'm in my car, so, you know, this is sliding a little bit. It's thin, and it's definitely thin in the pocket, which is excellent. It's still ergonomically great in the hand, despite the fact that it's thin. I just prefer a taller blade, but it's deceptively small looking, despite the fact that it's actually quite long. And you can see what I'm talking about when I take the Shaman and I put it up next to it. It is basically the same size as the Shaman. I mean, it's really a large knife. So you can really see what I'm talking about, that it's not a small knife. That being said, so why am I getting rid of it? Well, again, it has to do with what I'm getting in return for it, along with the fact that I just don't carry it as much as I would like to. I am the second owner of this, and you know, it's going on to a third owner. I'm glad that a bunch of people are going to get the chance to enjoy this. They really should do larger production runs of these. These are made, I believe, by We Knives, even though they're designed by Boost Blades. The front flipper on this is just extremely well designed. You can go ahead and middle finger flick it as well, even though it has a tiny little thin hole where you can do it. You get great purchase behind it. You really get amazing purchase behind it for how small that hole is. The blade on it is M390, and it's a titanium front flipper. The lanyard hole doesn't get in the way. That's an amazing thing in the design. That being said, you still have a substantial amount sticking out of the pocket. You have about this much sticking out of the pocket, so that is noticeable. I do really like the design of the flow-through construction here. I think it takes a little weight off, but it also gives it a really nice aesthetic. So I'm very impressed with that. This is a pretty slicey blade for, you know, again, it's pretty thin. The stock's thin, but I really have a lot of good things to say about this. I just carry a lot of bigger knives, you know, or thicker knives, I should say, like the Spyderco Shaman is one of my regular carries, and so I have other priorities right now. I've also recently gotten into carrying some XM18s, and I just got a Endura full track. So you can see my tastes are really getting into larger knives. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to do a quick video on this. Big drawback. I should talk about some drawbacks of this if you're thinking of buying it. So some of the drawbacks, I would say, are, well, really the pocket clip, just how much sticks out. That's really the only thing I think that I can complain about with this. Otherwise, it's great. Yeah, don't have much to complain about. Okay, so again, I'd recommend it if you're looking for a front flipper. If you're looking for a thin knife, it's excellent. If you're curious how thin it is, you can see it against the 940. It's just falling because it's in my car, but here you can see just how thin they are next to each other, and the 940 itself is already pretty thin. This is even thinner, if just a little bit longer. So that'll do it, I think. You know, go ahead and like and subscribe. like the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bells. This is a little bit more informal than my normal videos. You can go through and see some of them, but I don't have a lot of time to record today, and I'm missing my camera stand, so it's normally amateur hour, and this is extra amateur hour. Take care, guys.